to discuss the prospect of new projects, and we spent 3 months just before the lockdown going to, Fiona will tell you where we went to.
We went to 7 different countries in the 3 months we were away. First country we visited was Pakistan. We were there for a week, and it was in the middle of winter. It was very cold, but we had a very warm welcome from the Rotarians who took us to their proposed project site, which was a wonderful thing to see because they obviously do a lot of work within their communities. The next stop was Calcutta. That was our base for the next 5 weeks. That was to visit projects that are already going or potential projects. And out of that, how many hospitals do you think we were?
Well, we were asked to support 8 new eye hospitals in India alone, in addition to the one in Pakistan. I won't steal Fiona's thunder by telling you where else, so back to you.
So in India we had a little excursion into Jharkhand and Bihar state. The poverty there is, well, it's beyond belief. The Rotarians we meet are obviously well educated and live in good accommodation, but when you get out into the rural areas, the plight of the people working on the land is just beyond belief, and it gets quite cold there too. And so you can imagine living in a hut with just a bit of woven grass for a wall, sometimes they're mud walls. It all depends what materials they've got to make some sort of home. These people live for the day. What they earn today feeds them today. And so during this COVID-19 situation, the mind boggles as to how they're surviving. We do know that a lot of Rotarians are doing their best to help them at the moment. But in addition to all this, they need eye care. So that is why we had a good look around, and we are hopeful that we can help them. After we came back from Patna, we flew back to Calcutta. We had trips to Beldanga, which is north of Calcutta. We had trips down to the south. We went to a conference in Bhubaneswar, and the Rotarians in that district have got several hospitals going. They're obviously expanding. They need more equipment as they're covering a greater number of the community and as far as operations are concerned. And the Rotarians are so dedicated in what they do, and to see the hospital staff, and they're so modest, they can change someone's life, but they're saying, oh well, that's just something that's been a gift to me that I pass on. They are incredible people, and having been to Bhubaneswar and visiting Cuttack Rotary Eye Hospital, we then went back to Calcutta, ready to celebrate the centenary of the very first Indian Rotary Club 100 years ago. It's amazing to think that it is one of the biggest, most successful service organisations in India, with expansion going apace. The need is so great that Rotary really can make a difference in India. We went down to places like Vijayawada and across to Mumbai, and then up north to Navsari. We were taken to the beach where Gandhi finished his salt march, and it's quite humbling to see how far he travelled, because in a previous visit to India we had seen the ashram where he started his journey, and that 220, I don't know whether it's kilometres or miles, that he walked with his entourage to go and make salt on the beach in Dundee. I think I've missed some places out, but you can imagine when you go to India, it feels like home, and we're always made so welcome, and we enjoy working with the Rotarians there. From India, we then moved on to Kenya. Now, this has been a project we've had in the pipeline for a number of years. There are difficulties in finding suitable accommodation for a hospital, and then of course there will be the necessary training of the staff for that hospital, because in India there are plenty of eye surgeons, but in Africa, the whole continent, is very badly catered for. It really is an uphill battle to get something established there. But hopefully in time something will happen and we can move forward and open an eye hospital there. From Kenya we moved on to Uganda. This was a first for us, we'd never been to Uganda before, and from Kampala we took a very small plane to a place called Kasese. There was only 5 people on board this plane, it had a capacity for 9. And it stopped off at various places to reach its final destination. I think we were the first to get off, so we were quite near to the border with, where was it, John?
Oh, it might have been the Democratic Republic of Congo, yes.
Yes, and we were right on the equator, of course. While we're there, we were taken to a number of hospitals which may or may not be able to help facilitate an eye department, or we may have to think out of the box to get something established. But also while we were there, one of the highlights was being taken into the Queen Elizabeth National Park and having a look around, and a little river trip to see quite a lot of wildlife from the banks of this, well, it's not exactly a river, it's a sort of waterway between 2 lakes, and we saw a lioness almost catch water buffalo, but the alarm calls were going from all the animals round about, and fortunately one of the adult water buffalo saw the lioness off. Incredible country, incredibly poor, but rich in resources. It's going to take a long time to progress with the potential project there. From Uganda, we went on to Zambia. Zambia again, they are quite forward-thinking, the Rotarians. They have already got some hospital facilities there, and they are keen to eventually get an eye hospital in place. This will take some time again, but we're still hopeful. From Zambia, we flew on to Ghana via South Africa. That's because of the way the hubs work in Africa. So it was quite a long day to get there. And Ghana, again, we have some hope that we'll be successful there. And again, we had a warm welcome. And one of the beauties of Rotary is that it doesn't matter where you go in the world, there's a Rotary Club nearby, and you can meet up with new friends and forge friendships, which you would not get the opportunity to do in other situations. From Ghana, we went on to Nigeria. Well, we are very hopeful of the project getting underway. The Rotarians there are very dedicated, and one of the lead Rotarians for a project is actually a retired eye surgeon. So she knows what the need is there and how we can